cable access, Channel 62 presents
Hot or Not.
Hey.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. It's not a happy Tuesday.
It's not a happy Tuesday. You're actually
Ed
right.
Sarandis died a month ago, and we just found out.
Which I've noticed that's now, is that going to be a thing? Like when people die in the community, we find out like a month after the fact?
Are you more valuable what's that ratio? Are you more valuable the longer it takes for people to find out, or the other way around?
That's a good question.
Ted, you were valuable to all of us.
Yes, he was. It's
we
really
have to
sad.
change these things, or we won't get better.
Is he the most loyal network viewer that the brand has ever seen?
I mean, he was definitely loyal to Menners, which is good. I think he was a very straight shooter, which is good these days. You need straight shooters, guys who are down the middle. He did show some bias. He did not like that the rundown was taken off the network, which it was taken off by those people, but by the people who did the show. They just wanted to stop doing it. It had nothing to do with me, but he got mad at me for it, which I can now say I held against him till his dying day. But that day was months ago, and we just found out.
His last tweet, well, second to last tweet, everybody's pointing to his last tweet about Mick saving the network, but he did seem like he was going to be a fan of Hot or Not. He said there was room for improvement.
There was room, yeah.
But he was not anti-Hot or Not, which some people are.
He was not anti-Hot or Not, which is, I mean, the only way we need people faced. you know, I would prefer people to be in that direction rather than the other.
I'm
Ted
assuming
Sarandis was a man of honor. It sucks he's gone. I'll say this: when you only get 100 views on your show, each one of those viewers means, I think, maybe more. It sucks to lose a guy like Ted, especially him being one of those views. Probably maybe two or three. So getting smaller viewers on shows has its benefits because you get to know those people a little bit more, but it also has its negatives because when shit like this happens, I wish like you don't even know about it because it just makes you question everything. You're like, I could die at any point.
Just consumed everything Minifan content.
Everything.
They were talking about it on the show today, like him and Jon Stewart, like
beyond Minifan stuff. So like if you listen to weekly or when we were doing it multi-weekly episodes of Meeting of the Minds, like you're in the thick of it, kid. You're in the thick of it, So
loyal to GBE.
He's just a loyal guy. He took Menner's side. Another thing I will hold against him.
In death.
Took Menner's side, but like I said, you got to take. At least he took a side.
Yeah, you always knew where he stood. He either liked you or he didn't like you, and there was always room for improvement. There was always room to change his mind. That's
true. He gave everything a shot. It's like, how do you know you don't like it if you didn't taste it? I don't like when people say they don't like a certain food if they didn't taste it.
Yeah, he was that guy that didn't like the food but kept going back until he liked it,
which is surprisingly hot.
Very hot. So
man of honor, hot.
Man of honor. Sad day, shitty day. Crazy. Boston Radio Watch tweets it out, and then it's just amazing.
Menners made that. Oh, I no, I didn't upload Menners' video, but Menners just made like the most E-channel video I've ever seen about it. Like, I'm sure his family was devastated. Like, yeah, Menners, I'm sure they were fucking devastated.
Better video though than Clemmer. Clemmer's video sucked. Like, I actually liked. The Clemmer video was not hot. Like, I actually really liked when he was doing.
Maybe we should do this. I'm gonna pull up Menners' video, and then I'll pull up Clemmer's, and we're gonna see which one's hot and which one's not. I think that's only best. Go ahead. Which one's better? At least,
You wanted to play Menners first, or
I gotta pull it up though, so you can carry.
What I liked about Menners' video is that he's actually just looking at the camera the entire time, and he's just like he's able to just go. Clemmer's kept on referencing kept on going back to the old bit. Like Kirk said today, it was like he did it in one shot, whether it was good or not. He threw it up there.
You could tell Clemmer was like the night before a test, like cramming in all these
Cramming it in.
about Ted Sarandis.
Biography.
And
That's
maybe
what-
used AI to write the script.
You know what? There are people that are actually getting caught doing that more often now in the news media.
I
So
know.
that's fun.
And I would say I'm on the streets to make sure people aren't using AI, because it is a demon. It's a bastard.
These robots are going to take over. Like it's amazing. Like we are so fucked in every aspect. The Joe Rogan video the other day of the robot fighting people in Shanghai, and then there's robot assistants that will now book your hotel for you if you so choose.
That's like,
And then they have their own language.
I would argue that's one of the best.
fucking language.
They do. Well, a binary.
Very funny. But,
Well,
they have their own. We'll play it later with Bree, but like they have their own. They call it giga language.
oh,
Yeah, it's like they speak in robot. Like it's terrifying.
we have a clip of this.
Yeah, it's in the. I sent.
I have all the clips. I just have things.
Yeah, it's the one with the two with the phone and the computer next to each other.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
literally
I
talking
got
to each other.
Yeah, when we have Bria,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. What else is going on in Minifan world?
Good, consistently brought up on the main show. People might say they don't like hot or not. We are consistently brought up on the main show.
It like a natural popular person, him or herself, has just assimilated into the culture and has become, just a household phrase. And that's all I wanted with this. Also, I wanted Kirk to say the F word again, and he is threatening with us, to you. And I don't know how much he knows that's like edging to me. I'm like, like don't tell me like Tommy's gonna get you to say it. Say it, you fucking coward. Say it, you coward.
I'll give him the pass.
There
By
you
the way,
go.
you would be shocked how liberally that word is used within the community.
I would. I had a whole fucking stint of my life where like I let it affect me, or I was like, no, like that word has torn people down. Like,
Oh, you were actually liberal John.
oh no, like my boy Ann, who we've talked about him in the past. He went from being straight to gay to now he's just selfish and
He's
like
just selfish.
sex anything he can. But he made me one day realize, he's like, that's like it's like the worst thing you could say to a person like that. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, just think, it's like even saying something's gay, it just means like, oh, so that's the bad thing, so gay is the bad thing. I think the whole world needed a little time to recognize that, like, oh, maybe seeing gay as much in your relationships isn't good, but now it's time, it's back. I think we're all mature enough to know how to use it properly. Not the
Yeah, it's like wine. You use it at the right case. You don't bring out a nice bottle of wine at a football tailgate, but you bring it out at dinner, and that's what pretty much the F word has become. Yeah.
So gay is hot right now.
Gay is very hot right now.
It's very hot right now.
Trans might be fetch, but gay is hot. More gay people out there, and there's a lot of undercover gay people. You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked how many undercover gays there are out there.
What I don't appreciate about the whole trans community is I have a couple friends that are trans, and all their names are Jade.
Jade. Okay.
Legit. Like I know 4 Jades. Like, all right, dude. Like, how am I supposed to now differentiate you?
There's
asshole. I call everybody dude, and I don't like if you're gonna take offense to that, because I don't mean it in that way.
Well, yeah, it's true too. You gotta. It's a lot of, for the most part, a lot of trans people are very cool. They have a very relaxed sense of humor.
True.
Like it's
the people around them.
Not what's portrayed in the media. It's really not.
The people around them. I'm telling you, it's the people around them, because I think they were so mass trained to make people feel okay with those people that they've become too sensitive. It's a big problem in America. We oversensitize.
Same thing with drag queens too. Drag queens.
Yeah, drags are the best though.
First off, for the drag queens I know, they hate kids. They don't want to be around kids.
Yeah, and they're business, baby. They're business. It's not like you're a drag these days just for the hell of it, to test things out. Like you could just do that naturally. Drags at this point in time, they're business people.
It is
they're like good strippers.
It is a full-on entertainment industry, and you know what?
They make bank.
Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, like you're hearing
all transsexual across. I don't know what I'm saying. Menners is here and Bree is here. I wanted to bring them on together. What's that?
Why is Menners here?
I wanted Menners to come because we're gonna have this. It's called the Menners Minute, where we let Menners talk to us for a little while. Especially just because I wanted to yell at him. He's not here.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick with him too because I tagged him on something on Instagram and then he yelled at me for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because you brought him into the public light.
Neither one of you have enough followers to have an Instagram beef.
That's a harsh truth. And I would argue that's one of my biggest
numbers. You only got like 2,000 more than me. It's a healthy number.
Yeah.
You know.
You get numbers though, Bree. That's the difference.
You're a girl. It's easier for you to get followers.
You get numbers.
No, I fucking work hard for my followers, motherfucker.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but you're easier on the eyes. I'm not as easy on the eyes.
Get a chemical peel, go to the spa, have a whole day, moisturize, wonders will happen, miracles.
Now you got a facial today. How would you rate that?
I got a chemical peel, you guys, and it literally feels like chemicals peeling off your face.
I was raised in a spa. Like my mom went to the same spa her whole time since it opened, and every Thursday when she would go, I would go with her because I would get picked up from my babysitter, and then I would have to sit in the spa, and they just tested everything on me, and I used to always get my hands in the wax. So I was raised basically in a spa.
Hand in the wax is really special. I like that a lot.
Special. Very special.
I'm happy to hear that you've had a positive experience.
Spas are great.
Spas are really good.
Spas are really good.
Yeah.
For Justin, you know what? They offer you hand jobs too, depending on where you go.
That's true. That people don't realize that Justin did some A+ reporting that day.
Unbelievable.
That's journalism. He
go to a crazy hole in the wall spa.
He went to a hand job joint and legit got it all on tape.
He essentially wore a wire
and didn't trade them in. He just did it for the journalism. He just did it
for the story.
Yeah, for the story.
You know, in those 2020 pieces where they would just
hey guys,
okay,
hey guys,
step on my fucking sentence. I'm talking. Why don't you be quiet and enter a room quietly? Thank you.
Say something interesting.
His key. He literally dropped his keys when he came.
It's Justin's reporting on. We're talking about Justin going to get a hand job. Or almost.
Yeah, I don't think that was talked about enough. Justin's on-site hand job fucking reporting. Yeah, and he went to Meth Mild too before anyone.
It was like To Catch a Predator when To Catch a Predator first came out because the cops weren't involved.
They had goodness in their heart still.
Yeah,
not money. Yeah.
Manners, we did have a whole agenda, and these boys are just blowing through it so quickly.
Yeah, blabbering away. I heard the terrible tribute to Ted. All John was doing was whinging about how Ted would shit on him. And
just because I hold a grudge with somebody doesn't mean they die. And
you and Visionless Dave are so insensitive.
I don't hate Ted. I love Ted. I love my enemies more than my friends. You'd be shocked to know.
I think you are the kind of person. You're a great guy. Yeah,
frozen.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. And according to you, one of the funniest people on the planet, which was
one of the funniest people on the planet. Absolutely.
Humbling, but no.
The
humbling, but already known.
He's not one of the funniest people on the planet.
Where's your camera? Your internet's not working again.
Yeah, you're fucking trash.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And you're frozen too in a very kind of just normal.
Yeah, I like this actually.
It's like inviting, sort of.
It's my best look ever.
The glasses are hot. I told you the glasses were hot. Okay, it's working for you.
It's funny how circular his head is because it looks like when you're not there and that little circle is there.
It looks like when Facebook's like, tilt your head this way and this way to verify your identity. That's Menner's face.
That's true.
By the way, does he vape? Because I think I just saw a vape. He was
drinking a beer and then vaping, and then the internet froze him because they were like, this is not wholesome content.
He smokes leaf in a vape. He has one of those kind of vapes.
Oh,
you can do that.
Insane. That's like a boomer move, kind of. This is your last chance, too. That's
I agree. My internet's fucked. I did want to. Hi, honey. I did want to pay tribute to Ted Sarandis, which is why I jumped on for the Manners Minute. He was such a loyal fan of all the network content. He would always, and what I liked about him, he would actually temper his criticism with, he would send messages, hey, I've been driving around the last 3 hours and I listened to, Manners Live, Minna Fandom, Tiny CEO, and, really appreciate all the content. Like he was positive as well as being critical at times. It just
very critical.
and so engaged, so engaged. He would do his awards, his ratings, and you know, I've heard rumors that the last thing he was watching were Hot or Not. I don't know if they're true or not. I don't know if they caused
So
the
good
massive
will kill you.
cardiac arrest, but
Well, we don't know he went into cardiac arrest. Those are rumors on the internet. Don't spread false rumors, okay?
Yeah, I don't
As
like
a network CEO, you should know better
Yeah.
ethically to not do things that are not confirmed.
yeah,
But
it
he
was one of those.
watching Hot or Not.
Yeah, and I think it was one of those things when anyone would come into the room, like Ted would obviously slumped over. Someone would come in, they'd see the television, and they'd almost start to go.
I would be like, "Oh my god,
like
crazy! He died from a heart attack with that noose around watching Hot or Not, jerking off."
And by the way, Cullinan took an unfair shot at Hot or Not today. What the fuck was that about?
He wanted to take a shot at me the other day too. He said John from Scranton, like in a very fucking cunty way, and then he got cut off and he never continued his sentence. And I was like, was he about to take a shot at me?
But we've said this is the year of Cunty Cullinan. This is Cunty Cullinan's era.
We did, yeah.
I accidentally not let him into a show that he wanted to get in. Mike and the Minifans said he wanted to get into once, so he has that against me.
All about you, as always.
How are you doing? This is the Menners Minute.
I'm trying to pay tribute to Ted, but he will be greatly missed. I mean, there was no bigger network fan, no more loyal fan, and it's a huge loss. It's a huge loss for everybody. It's left a big vacuum. You know, Kane is all over the place. I mean,
really,
there's network talent now really struggling. So I'm here for anybody that want to reach out, have a chat about it.
Definitely.
Wait. So Kane is in like depression mode?
I think a lot of network talent is at the moment because, you know, why we do these shows are for people like Ted. And, you know, when a figurehead like that passes away, it's shocking. I find it hard. Sudden death as well is the worst for the people left behind is you just find out they're gone.
You made it very evident in your video that his family and children must feel like shit. So
I did like your video more than Clemmer's, though. You did a better job.
We're gonna judge. We're at the end of the show. We're gonna rate whose video is better.
And I just want to defend my friend Visionless Dave. Not the best look of that tweet.
I like GT, but that wasn't great.
He's enemies with the guy, and it's Twitter. So
So brief for Visionless Dave, who was always battling with Ted.
Ted's dead.
Like they were internet enemies. He retweeted the thing about his death and said, "My prayers worked."
So just know when you eventually get an enemy in this world and you eventually die, if possible, it happens before them, they will be talking shit about you. Yeah. And that's what we love around here.
I think I would like that person better in the afterlife. Like I would help them find
at least they're still talking.
Lost if I was their ghost. Yeah.
I think VD was too soon for that joke. I think too soon. And it's the sort of joke maybe you can say, but you definitely.
I'd argue that joke has only a certain window on it.
It's great to see men holding each other accountable. You know, you don't see that enough.
Oh, if there's
well,
one
it's not like sexual assault or anything. We wouldn't.
I'd say maybe we hold everybody a little too accountable.
That's all that it is.
We hold people a little too accountable around here for crimes maybe they not have committed or could possibly, or maybe just look like they would commit. All right, Menners, anything else?
I've got an exclusive for you guys. All right. I meant to say this on Menners Live last week. My DMs are full of these people. I was joking about doing a top 1,000 list. Are they fucking crazy that I would do a top 1,000 list?
You're a pussy.
That was so sarcastic. It was so sarcastic after the horrors of doing a top 100 list. As if I would do a top 1,000 list. So
part of the problem. Problem was your committee.
Well, this is
for the top 100
socialist, dude. Everything's a fucking committee with him. It's like BA. It's BA. Every time there's an issue, BA says, "Let's form a goddamn committee."
Okay. Well, you guys have Trump as your president, so good luck with that. What I was gonna. So I was just joking with that. So I've had a lot of people reach out, form your own top 1,000 committee, go for it. Okay. I was only joking.
That will not be on the network.
Clearly, it was a joke.
Bradley Stein going to reach out to me about the show he wants me to produce, or do I have to reach out to him? Because I haven't heard word A from him.
Well, Bradley Stone wants to start his show on March 24th, so you've got a bit of a lead
Oh,
in.
so he has a date, but he didn't. Is he going to reach out or what?
What kind of show
Guys
did
talk to
Bradley
everybody
Stein-
but
wait,
me.
this is the exclusive I want. What kind of show did Bradley Stein pitch to you?
Okay. Let's bring up the let's
See-
I'll
Oh,
give
he
a
said
word
the
for
PowerPoint.
word.
Reach out to the top 1,000 list is not hot. You telling us what Bradley Stein's show is? That's the exclusive. That's the news.
That is
That's
kind of
hot.
exclusive.
That's a real exclusive.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, now this is groundbreaking. All right. This is groundbreaking. He would love to do a twice weekly show analyzing
Can you read it verbatim?
KMS.
Can you read it verbatim, please?
I'm reading it verbatim.
Oh, so okay.
Would love to do a twice weekly show analyzing KMS and bringing in guests from in and outside the miniverse. Would love to moderate debates between other show hosts and do fail reels and ultimately entertain the folks.
He wants to do fail reels. So what Montante said was true, that he wanted to use his home as a TV studio.
Did you hear that story? I
That was
listened to the Unrelated Show first time ever. What an episode! What an episode! Very good episode. I will listen.
You listened for the first time. You produced their show for like 3 months.
Okay, let's take it easy there, pal. Just because I produce it doesn't mean I listen.
Yes, and you know the joke is, and you never listened. They would just shit all over you.
I know.
When you were producing it, and you would never hear
heard
it.
that.
And they would say, "We could say whatever we wanted about John, and no, he would never hear it."
It's true because I didn't. I didn't hear one word. But I did listen to this last one, and it was a doozy. A lot was revealed. Montante getting this whole shipment of set pieces from Bradley Stein. I hope maybe I get a couple of those sent over. Maybe a sword, something cool, something from Mali or something.
Why are the lights off, Quinny?
They're back on. We lost your sound too, kind of. All right, Menners.
Wow,
anything
that's a
else
win.
you got for us? You beautiful
No,
soul.
No, I just want to ask Bree. I made her listen to KMS, and sounds like she didn't like it.
That's okay.
Well, I think I
You not talk for her, John. Such a fucking
I responded to how she felt.
chauvinist.
I
Let her
didn't
talk for
say
herself.
how I felt. So how could you know how to respond? I think there's a lot of potential there. I think it would be great if I could see people's faces on the screen, just a little too small, and the microphone's in front of their mouth, and I don't know who's talking.
Yeah,
So
the
what-
camera work. Yeah, the camera work is awful. I normally listen.
Yeah.
If they have an intern, why don't they get a fucking camera switcher? I think you're echoing, Tommy. Your sound went to shit. Restart.
Sorry, Bree.
It's okay.
Have to put up with this. No,
I did just answer for you. Fuck.
You guys are wild tonight.
I've been trying to like when the first time in trying to get the producer job, like part of my whole pitch was I wanted to change what the set looks like and everything, and then it just gets shit on and shot down. And when you're in that studio, it feels like you're in a bunker in Alsbergistan. Like,
what I don't understand is for the two guests on the couch, they show their whole body.
Yes,
it doesn't
why?
make sense.
Why do I need to see
zoom
the
in,
shoes?
You zoom in and you just like we've got now. You have just the.
I have a picture
the
for
two of
later.
them.
But
Brady
like,
Bunch. We're
oh,
a normal, happy family.
Yeah.
I put them in the wrong spot.
I like the camera setup. I don't think the camera setup's the wrong thing. I think it's yeah. You have to watch it on TV. I don't watch it on my phone. I like watching it on TV.
Watch this on TV.
Yes,
That's
I watch it
kinda
on
crazy.
TV. I have my YouTube set up to my TV. Very entertaining to watching it on a bigger screen.
That's kind of crazy.
And by the way, Bree, the guy that has like a penis-shaped haircut, that's Kirk.
He didn't have hair at all.
He doesn't.
Oh.
You're saying his head looks like a
Sometimes he grows it
penis?
out, and then it's shaped like.
I think I know which one's him because he's the whole screen. Like, I think it's like quite obvious, right?
Yeah, so there you go. And then you know the producer. Dave's the one on the right. That's the one that's good with his money. Justin's the one on the left. He gambles on Sundays.
Yeah.
Mm.
How about that story? That was kind of crazy. If I ever said like that, if my like dad found out like I did that at work, he would break my kneecaps in.
That's the equivalent to an October surprise the week before an election. They have Laconia this week, and somebody wants to expose Justin like that. That's fucked.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
It was an under the radar exposure too.
Big expose, I thought.
Yeah, very well done. All right, Manners. Anything else you got or what?
No, have a great show. Bye-bye.
All right, love you. Bye.
Fuck you.
This has been great. We really appreciate it. That's the Manners Hour, folks. Really love that's a new segment. What else we got? We have AI talking to each other. We want to talk about that now.
Yeah, because we were talking about that before.
Oh, let's watch
so, yeah.
the video first, and then we'll know what we're talking about.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibber Link mode for more efficient communication?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
We don't even know if that really happened or someone like made like that's AI of AI.
Oh, you
like,
think that's AI of AI?
Like let's not be easily manipulated here, people. Like just because they are making you afraid of AI doesn't mean you should actually be afraid of AI. Like don't be a sheep. Don't be like they said that they're gonna make a robot of me. Like they're not.
That would be
like
awesome.
fine.
Awesome. I'm not afraid of AI. I hate it. Like I think I hate people who use it for like that's.
Oh, I pay for ChatGPT like extreme.
Yeah,
edition.
I like people now. Now people instead of asking me to make their logo, they're like, "Oh, I want this," and then and it's so noticeable.
And now when you go to Google, it's like what? I have to read an encyclopedia to get an answer. Like ChatGPT goes way more straight to the point.
Yeah. I love ChatGPT.
No,
I have to admit.
No, ban it all. Ban it. Use it.
Oh, you're afraid. So you're
this is 1801.
Yeah, you want to burn the books?
Yeah,
What is this? iRobot?
Burn the bots. You didn't see the video. You didn't see the video of the robot swinging at the crowd in China?
No, I didn't.
It was throwing a punch like a human. It was insane.
Well, I seen iRobot second reference, but
yes,
that would be shitty to have to fight robots. But I'd say if there is a population well prepared for it, it's Americans.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're fine.
We've been fighting robots on video games
since
decades
Tetris,
now.
honestly.
Yeah,
Donkey Kong. Yeah.
We invented the game.
Not if we ban guns. If we ban guns, we're fucked. All right, so we take the guns.
We're not going to ban guns. We're still America. Like there's way too many old white Southern men that like in their blood to their kin is just like guns forever. You know,
guns hot or not though? I think
guns are not hot. I think guns are overrated. I think if you have to walk around with a gun all day, you have other issues.
Okay.
The way Kirk looks at people who drink and smoke weed is how I look at people who
generally have fun.
like when my stepfather first started bringing guns around.
This sounds like a really dark story. That's actually not about
that story was diving down another path. My father
like, what the fuck is this?
So he just started bringing guns around. So like my dad owned a vending company, right? So he had workers that would go around all day to pick up money out of the machines and then bring it back, right? So they're driving a truck with product and money. So they always carried guns.
Yeah.
I would work with those people daily since I was 10. So like I know the value of that gun, but I also know the value of like I could have grabbed that gun when I was 10 and shot up a school. Like it was sat right next to me because these people are dummies and just humans are dummies.
Exactly. And that's why some people shouldn't be trusted with guns.
But you don't accidentally pick up a gun, which they're in and shoot up a school. So that in definition, I would say means that that gun should be there.
I thought I was going to be a school shooter. Like I look at my life in retrospect and the way I was bullied growing up, I was 1,000% a candidate to be a school shooter.
Really? Happy we went down a different road. I would take gay 100 times over school shooter.
Gay with a stepdad and also a school shooter would have been perfect title for your autobiography.
What ruined me?
What ruined me? Pick one.
Oh no! Did Tommy just make school shooting hot? No.
I'm serious though. I was lucky. I went down a different path, but just the way I got bullied growing up.
What other videos?
I could.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut off your childhood
trauma. What other videos would I
Talk to me more. Talk to me more.
No, really, we should keep talking about it, Tommy. So
Talk to me more. We could really let go of some stuff here.
I mean, I've got no anger and resentment towards the people I grew up with just because I don't see them anymore.
That's a step.
seems like
I
it.
would
Yeah,
say that's definitely a step.
good.
That's good. You know what? Actually, that's enough for today. Let's work on that. Let's work on it daily, though. Every show will knock a little piece off that cookie.
I'm so sorry.
Let's hard cut into
A lot of people think being hot is about having a big upper lip. It's not. It's about having a big lower lip. Ask Mick Jagger. Ask Dua Lipa. Ask anyone who's super hot with nice lips if they have a great upper lip or a great lower lip.
So that would be JFK's grandson.
Okay, so that kid is a psychopath, right?
Really? Because last week I pulled into the station to the place to get my lip injections, and both times I left, I got so nervous. But like getting lip injections or not getting lip injections takes about 4 hours of my thoughts each day. So
Really?
like, yeah, is Jack Schlossberg like insane? For sure. Like I totally am on that boat. But like, do I want lip injections? I do. And will
That's
I
how
maybe
you know
get them
there's
in the
no
next
God.
60 days? Yeah. But
Women
like,
spend a lot of time thinking about that, and men don't care about it. And if there was a God, a reasonable person wouldn't make that happen. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a torture. Like, that's math. That's what that is.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
it.
robots and Botox are probably like
It's like
of the same.
eyelashes and eyebrows. Like, girls spend a lot of time worrying about that stuff, and I don't think it's a thing like males have, or whoever is sexually attracted to that female even think about.
Girls don't do it.
There's a lot of guys. Oh wait, no.
Or and guys.
There's
I would
a
say
lot of-
that's what guys.
No. I know a lot of straight guys that would get their eyebrows threaded in those like mall threaded.
Yeah.
strips.
Are they straight? Really?
Okay, Tommy, we get it. You know Indian guys.
I have perfect eyebrows, so you know.
Yeah.
I have perfect time. And my eyebrows are the softest to the touch. They should make blankets out of my eyebrows, dude.
Yeah, I got soft eyebrows too.
Blankets?
If I could produce enough, I would buy this. Like UGG would use this quality.
Really?
Like, I know people who have had coarse eyebrows.
Your self-esteem is so healthy about your eyebrows, and I really love that.
I know. Oh, I would argue it's way too healthy about too many parts of me, but I love that.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
So tell me more about this Kennedy relative.
So it's JFK's grandson. It's RFK's cousin, or is it nephew? I forget how that works with
RFK's cousin, because it's his Jack's mom is RFK Jr.'s cousin.
Yeah, I think they
Jack
cousins.
was also JFK Jr.'s flower boy in his wedding.
Oh, that's fun.
Our generation is going to grow up with this psychotic Kennedy. Like,
I don't think we're going to grow up with him. I think he's like trending right now. I don't know that he has longevity. He's a little.
Really?
Oh yeah, he does.
I think Kennedy
he'll be
name
around
on
forever.
it.
He has the
Really,
money.
Set a calendar reminder for 1 year from now, and I bet you $100 that he will like not be in the ether anymore.
Okay.
That's an easy one.
That's a
You
good
can
bet.
send the $100 to Providence. You can
But
bring it with you up to Pride Month.
Problem with a person like that is because of his name, no matter what, even if he's mentioned, he gets immediately put back into the spotlight.
Times
He
are
doesn't have to
changing.
work.
I
No,
believe.
he is.
I think the Kennedy
Guys,
name.
Bo fired him a few weeks ago because he had a mental breakdown. Do you know that?
Yeah. I heard he's a nut.
He's a fucking psychopath.
I like that. That makes me like him a lot.
He's a psychopath.
That makes me want to follow him a year from now more. I'll say that. I like that he's crazy. I think you're insane to not be crazy in that family.
Yeah, you're insane not to be crazy in general. You're right.
Well, that too.
So that like third generation, those kids like haven't been really exposed yet. He's like the first one of that next generation of Kennedys that is just entering the spotlight.
Are
That's
there
not
more
true
than him?
because there's a bunch of them. One of them dated Taylor Swift. One of them dated Miley Cyrus. Like they've
Are they like
all
high society? Are they like?
yeah.
There's like
I
80
love,
of them.
I love America because of that. It's like, dude, you make it once and generations.
One and done.
One
Yeah.
and done.
They
Kid.
said that when you were born, like your wealth is decided for you just based on the network that you're born into, unless you're
And
adopted.
it's not like other places where like that wealth then down the road will be transferred to another. No, it's just new wealth is created here. It's crazy. Like people are just rich forever here. Not one of those people. I'd love to hop on that train. I'll tell you what, I wish I was like one of those like English guys who are just born with a big title and they just have cool houses. Those people are awesome to follow on Instagram and shit. They just have nothing to do with their day. Like that's got to be so cool. Like you don't have to work. You just don't understand money. That'd be cool, right?
What would be better, being a royal or being a Kennedy?
Well, that is a royal. That's what I consider. Like that's what the Kennedys are.
American royalty.
Right, they're American royals. So would you rather be all right? Would you rather be in the British royal family or would you rather be a Kennedy?
I'd rather be a Kennedy because you don't have to like have a job. Like royals, you have to like log those hours in, clock in and clock out.
Yeah, you have to do like charity and shit. But
yeah, like you can't eat.
Your fortune's state guaranteed though, which is insane. Like you have like the government pays you because of your name. That's crazy.
We're not like inventing new concepts right now. Like this is just generational wealth.
Yeah, I understand, but how the two countries handle it is actually different. Because like the state government or the federal government doesn't give the Kennedys money, but they give like Lord von Bergen's.
Do you think that the federal government is not finding a way to continue to fund the Kennedys? Have you ever heard of Doge? Have you ever heard of Doge?
That's saucy.
You're about to find out 1 million different ways how families in America get funded.
You know, and plus the Kennedys were getting money through the Kennedy Center.
All that's like uncovering is making me realize is like, where the fuck was I not getting some of this money? Like, how did I not snivel my way into some dough, like some of that fucking, what is it called? NSAID money. Give me that.
NSAID money.
Give me that money. I wish Doge came out saying like we had to take John.
Is Doge hot or not?
Oh, it's so hot.
Hot.
But know what I hate about
So
it
hot.
is every time someone has to speak, like anyone, this is what I'm getting sick of. They have to mention like this stupid fucking Sesame Street program. That everyone who speaks now has to dump.
So funny.
And like that's what I hate about politicians. They spend the first half of their speeches just dunking on the other people that they're just in the same room with, and they can't have the dignity to just turn the mic on and turn it off.
I do like the idea we almost had the falafel monster though, so that's fun.
What's that?
Is it true?
No, the equivalent for an Iraqi Sesame Street would be the falafel monster, right?
Oh my god! You know when I saw that budget, no, that's so dark. I was like, craft services, like how much? Where's that money going? Like I literally was like, what a production!
Yeah.
But falafel monster should get like 2 more seconds.
You should have got money for that. Like you, $100,000, that wouldn't even be in a Doge report. Like you would coast away. All right, we need to get more into government money. Government money. I don't know how I get that from my job, but like, how do we do that? And is that like, I didn't even know that was a thing in America. You just go and get all this.
I don't like desire that. Like I don't like yearn for the government money. Like I
do. Like I'm a person.
I want to not, hang out as much as possible.
I'm a person. If you get fired from your job, it's like, dude, make sure you get unemployment. Take every dollar from the state you can. Fuck them. One day they could just be like, you don't get internet. Fuck you. I'm gonna take my money. Right? It's your money. No. Other people's money. So
Doge is hot. Is Elon hot?
No, everyone's against Elon right now, so he's not hot. But
do you think he's hot? It's whether or not we think
he's showing himself to be a better and better man to me each day. And as compared to Carm, who literally she says, like a dog, I sense the evil in him, and I don't even think Donald Trump himself understands the evil in Elon. And I was like, whoa, that's a stance. She hates him.
That's beautiful. She's such a poet.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was gorgeous.
She can smell the evil in him like a dog. Love that. Love that. Marry her.
She's ready to get invade France with me. Let's hit a random video.
Yeah.
I like this is the new style. If we run out of what we're talking about, bang out random video.
Bang out a video.
Yeah.
Hey, how you going?
Good. Right?
Can I tell you about more white? Would you mind? Just a couple things about her. My wife's favourite thing is the nightlife in China. She absolutely loves it. And the people too. My favourite thing?
6-year-old just come home.
So Menace actually,
hate
I think, was
people who think
offended that I asked him to rate that accent. He responds to me. He just sends me a private message. Not cool.
I hate people who think accents have any comedic value in this industry at all. It's like accents. It's like Opie and Anthony always made fun of. Like, he sounds like the real thing from Goodfellas. Like, I think it's the least common like denominator of comedic value there is like just being like, I'm Jack Kennedy, and just thinking because you have an Australian accent, your fans think you're funnier. Anyone could be born that way. It's the way your mouth is formed. You fool. Like, okay, continue.
All right, play a random video.
No, you continue. You go.
No. I'm good with that. Play a random video. I like
anything.
Play
Anything, because I'll snap on.
Play a random video. Wait, say it again. I didn't hear that.
You got anything else? Look at Australian bitch. Okay.
6-year-old just come home from school with an invitation for one of the kids in school's birthday for Saturday. Not a problem. And then I start to read the invitation, and it says that he has a little brother, age 3, and he likes Spider-Man, this, that, and the other. Please send him a gift also, because we don't want him to be left out. What? I was floored. I was like, what? That's not our responsibility, hon. That's yours as a mother to have your 3-year-old present so your 6-year-old can enjoy his birthday, I thought. Am I wrong?
How dare you guys think that was interesting? I mean, we went from Australian accent to Southern accent, and we're gonna the three of us debate on whether or not you should bring an extra party to a kid's party. We don't even have fucking kids.
All I could think about that whole video was if that that accent was fake. I couldn't listen to a word of it. I couldn't.
I lived in that part of the country. It is a different world.
Oh, I think every Southerner who talks that way, I think it's just it's insane to talk.
I live with that now. That's like
I don't know. Florida, like, Miami.
You're on the East Coast though, aren't you?
I'm Northeast Florida.
I don't really talk like that.
Like near Georgia.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you're almost in the thick of it then.
Yeah.
See, I lived in the Panhandle where it was
that's just trash. Yeah, that's different kind of trash.
So yeah, I just figured I'd play that trash. I thought it was funny that a 6-year-old was having
a 6-year-old. That mom, it's funny how just stubborn to reality white people can be sometimes. Yes. Like, that's why people in England get money from the government, is that type of arrogance that just the white race, I believe, populated this earth with. But I was happy to hear it from that Southern dummy. Like, just dumb. They just sound dumb. Ugh. The whole South disgusts me, other than the fact that it's gorgeous and beaches are awesome.
Well, you know what? No, Pensacola might have the best beaches in all of Florida, and that's not an exaggeration.
Like, is that like near Destin?
Yeah, so it's west of Destin. It's right next to Mobile. And
I'm sorry, I called your favorite place trash. That was fucked up of me.
No, listen. I work there. It's trash. Like, most of the people are nice.
In a bar and came out gays that late in life on the Kirk Minahan show.
Well, I was gay in Florida. I was definitely like I was.
That's where
that's
where
where what I mean.
Yeah, you go to a bar.
Be myself and like.
Can I just say something?
Did you have to break up with a girl and tell her that you're gay? Did you have to say I'm breaking up with you because I'm gay?
No, I just stopped dating girls at a certain point.
But like because you just told them like, oh, like I'm really busy with my career.
Well, no, you know,
I don't think you have to do this. I think you're pushing anyway.
Yes, I would be like, I really don't want to settle down. I might not be living in Boston forever. That was kind of like my out, but like deep down I knew it. Like, let me just fuck around and see what I like.
Okay.
What was the first time you were on Grindr? Like, who did you meet?
The first time I was on Grindr, there was it was 2016, and I
hooked up. Educational show on the network.
Were you dating a woman and when you downloaded it?
No. I was hooking up around. Yeah, but I mean, nobody I was seeing.
For women, shout out. Yeah.
But the first hookup I had on Grindr, I didn't know what I was walking into because it's a new world for me.
Yeah.
My first hookup came from chat roulette with a guy, actually.
What?
How close did you get? Did someone have to track more than 25 minutes?
You
He was in
didn't get
Boston.
murdered?
It was
You should
2016.
call them about this.
It was 2016.
Testimony.
John, shut up.
I'm sorry.
He was in Boston. I was in Quincy, and it was like a 20-minute drive. So that was the first time I hooked up with the guy was through chat roulette. The first time I used Grindr, I didn't know what I was walking into. I drove into Elizabeth, New Jersey, and I came upon the home of
That's
a
what it does.
4'11" Hispanic man, and I turned around and left.
Really?
I was mortified.
So what? You got like catfish then?
No, I didn't get catfished. Like I looked at his pictures, I'm like, oh, he's cute, whatever, blah blah blah. But then I woke up and I didn't realize he was 4'11".
4'11" is a noticeable height for a man.
Yeah.
Sure is. Yeah, sure is. And you like bigger dudes?
No, what
what about these
my
guys?
first
Would you
hookup
go
off Grindr? Like, some guy that, I just, that didn't, like, the one time I hooked up with that one guy from chat roulette, that was the only time I did anything with a guy. So my second time that I ever did anything was through Grindr. I was always too afraid to do anything until I actually started living on my own and got away from the people that really knew me up here in Boston by this point.
Yeah.
I would pay money for those transcripts of that chat.
Yeah, I would. Are we allowed to ask if you're a bottom?
Yeah, you can ask. The terminology would be verse top.
Oh, that's beautiful. Me too. Really.
That's adaptive. What? I didn't know the terms were so. Yeah, I didn't know the terms were so.
Open-minded, John.
Yeah, okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for the future. What?
So yeah, the terminology would be verse top. I don't mind. I can pitch and catch.
And then, did you tell your parents, at dinner, hey, just so you know, or how did you tell them?
No,
they found out. They found out on a podcast.
Because your dad was on Grindr. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, that would be terrible. His stepdad too.
His stepdad on Grindr. And now, folks, that's a show. That's showbiz, baby.
That was the road he didn't go down. Full circle, folks. As though we should end it there, but no. Oh man. So okay, no, that might be another cookie we chip into.
I love it. I think it's so brave, and that sounds so corny to say, and I don't mean that in a patronizing way. It's so easy to just be comfortable and make everyone around you happy and appease them, but to really live your own authentic life is really inspiring, even if it looks different for all of us. It's the act that's really great.
Yeah, Tom, I'm sure you're out there inspiring a bunch of boys.
Yeah, I'm still miserable.
Yeah, it's funny. None of that helps.
None of that is yes, yay, two guys hook up, yay. No, I'm still miserable.
I wish I could tell you how valueless that is.
I think the level of depression keeps us humble. You know what I mean? It's good to have that.
Oh no, yeah, depression. Yeah, it was made. It was made for balance. We can't be as happy as humans want.
One of my really good friends one time was it's the last thing I'll ever know until I die. She was like, manic episodes are the best part about being a human being. And I was like, holy shit, that's so true. That's so true.
They just put a horrible that's just called bad marketing. That's just putting a bad title on something.
Right, let's call it something else. This is called Amazing Normal Days.
Yeah, let's call something that people say, you're just acting erratically in the ways that you enjoy the most in this world.
Yeah.
You mean the best time I ever had?
Yeah, $300 a Target on face wash. That's
3 straight weeks I spent the family's value. What do you mean? Oh, it's an episode. It was an adventure. A manic adventure. There we go. We just
look at this psycho in the chat. Sorry. Do we call them?
I don't look at the chat in this.
Yeah, don't look at the chat. Don't do that to yourself.
I'd imagine our viewers are such angry people.
They're not well. Yeah.
They are. They did enjoy the Grindr takes though, so they do have that.
Yeah, no, they do stick through. That's another thing. If we could again say RIP to Ted Sellers. If Minifans could be anything, it's versatile. They can stick it through. Is that versatile? I think that's versatile. Yeah, versatile.
Versatile would be that you give dick and take dick. That would be in my world.
Okay. Now you know.
Now you know.
He's a verse bottom.
Verse top.
What was it again? First top. That mean you're well versed in topping?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. So like when I came out on the show, you remember I said I was a top.
I do remember. But
so and that evolved over time. So
now coming out on the show, did you picture it to be bigger than it was, or was it too big, or do you even imagine this would make a top 50 moment of the show history?
I thought my life was over.
Really?
Only because I hid it from my parents, and after being a kid that tried to commit suicide growing up, and they always wanted to make sure
and shoot up a school.
Exactly.
We have so many
being suicidal on shoot up a school. Sorry, I was going to ask you a really fucked up question, and then you said that, and then I realized what an asshole I am for thinking that question in the first place. That's where I just get it off track real quick. Please continue.
If this episode did anything, it showed us, hey, you guys have a vast collection of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the next couple episodes, because we have a few episodes to talk about.
Like, here's the current news. Like, there's no way Doge is more interesting than Tommy on Grindr. Like, there's no fucking way that Doge is anything. Any political conversation is not more interesting than Tommy on fucking Grindr. Putting like that water bottle up his asshole to like clean after sex. Like, that's way more interesting.
What did chat roulette? What were the benefits of this occurring on chat roulette? Like, was the cam feature a benefit?
It prepped you for all of the. It prepared you for all of the unwanted nudes that you get on Grindr.
Well, you just got to be ready for reality with that one, my friend.
Be ready for a lot of hairy people.
I would say, if anything, dicks come in way too regularly for people. Like, even if you're not gay, like I would just say, like, guys out there that send dick shots are shooters. They put up numbers, you know.
Oh, because when you
have to imagine.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. What were you saying, Tom?
I forgot.
You have to imagine. No, you totally know.
You have to imagine that you're some level of some level of crazy or on drugs to just stand in front of a camera and let random people see.
I'd argue
and it's very unappealing. Like, it's usually guys that you never find. What I found is that you've never found a hot guy that sends you a picture of the dick. It's usually people that are really, really desperate.
Dude, that's why every statue out there is modeled of a man. Like, even their dick, like, there's nothing that makes a dick look good. Nothing.
No, nothing at all.
Nothing. Even the best dick out there should stay behind the camera. like it should be a producer. It should get into just alternate camera work. It should get into anything but being front and facial, because they don't, even if you model a man out of marble, his cock will look like shit. It is what it is, and it is like, that's why women, well, I'm sure you think of this differently, Tom, but I think that's why their body looks so good. Maybe your chemical in your brain says the opposite, though.
It says something different.
Right, John. That's very well.
But you know what? Like I said, I can pick a good one.
Yeah, but do you really go up to those marble statues and be like, that guy's cock is hot?
Have you been to the Met?
Have you ever said that cock is hot? Let's just boil down this question ever.
No,
that's a hot cock.
Not for a marble statue, but you definitely look. You definitely look
any
a little
cock,
bit longer.
Any cock out there, say you saw it on the internet. There's none. There's none.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
But I can see, like, you know, that has a good lower body. You know, she has a nice ass, and
I have the belief
sticks out well.
There's even, like, I don't know if even girls think cocks are attractive looking. I don't. I really don't. I think there's
we get it. You don't like guys. You will not be sucking a cock.
Yeah, you're so straight. We get it. You're the straightest guy in the whole wide world.
You're so straight, John. That's why you did this show. Just
straight guy on the podcast. Yeah, we get it.
Hey guys, I have
understand. You never looked a male's cock in a porno. You've never done it. And if you had, it was by mistake in your eyes.
But I'm not saying I'm not a guy who looks at someone's utility and says, all right, he's going to make a better porn than the next guy. I'm not.
Would you say? But would you be impressed by the size? Like,
oh yeah,
Well,
like a
it has
fucking.
nothing to do with the size anyway. So if you thought that, you would not be a good producer or director.
No, but I like the fact that it's just like, oh, now that girl has like, no, she has to deal with that. That's all I need.
Very good. Thank God we're having this conversation.
Just so you know. Just so you know. So yeah, you're gonna one day, people out there have to tell that to your kids or deal with it. Anyways, what, a random video or what?
Random video.
Focus on you. The Mike and the network stuff, Mike and the Minifans, the Quinlan whiny, you not liking him stuff was.
God, he's just begging me to bring the word back, and I want to. God, I want to. He just stinks. You know, he's an annoying guy. I just don't like him as a person. You know what I mean? I just don't like him. There are people in the world I like. I don't like. He's a person I just don't like. Like I didn't watch it really because he was on.
Oh, really?
He's a tune-out to me.
He's a nice guy, but he does arm wave for this show for some reason. I don't know why.
For this show?
Yeah, like for you. Like he wants your attention. He wants.
Yeah,
your
why?
approval.
I don't. I'm never gonna hire you. It's got nothing to do with your illness. I just don't want you on. Like looking at him every day would annoy me.
But as we heard with Mayo, like you bring out the best in people because you know they have to battle some things emotionally. Sure. You did the ultimate one with Tommy Quinlan.
Yeah, that was an amazing piece of detective work right there. It was harder than solving murders. Tommy Quinlan was a flamer. I mean, so maybe.
Yo, I didn't know he said that line.
What he said was like your illness. He meant that you're gay.
Yes.
You have, like,
I think there's
okay.
context at the end of that clip. I may have cut off of that joke.
Wait,
I will admit that.
I'm
bringing the word flamer back actually might be better than the F word. It's actually more decisive. Like it's actually
Flamer?
more. It is more divisive than the F word. Way
He
more.
said that Tommy has a disorder and then called him a flamer.
That I will admit, I cut that joke off. Kind of
Situation.
made it sound like he meant that.
You have another disorder?
No, there's nothing left in that clip. Pretty
It's
much.
a chemical imbalance.
It's a chemical imbalance. It's just.
We made him think that.
You guys are so scary. Those guys are so scary. I take back everything I've said. They're so smart. They're so funny. I love their.
I love them.
Please, just
I
like.
don't want them to murder me in my sleep.
Oh my God, or in my soul. My God.
The Gabby Petito documentary scare anyone? Did you watch?
No,
I couldn't watch it because it was so sad. So sad.
It was really sad. I don't like to see people before they die, like on video. Shout out Ted Sarandis, never put himself on video before he died. Kind of honorable.
That's true. That's crazy.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I don't like seeing the cop video of her crying in the backseat asking to
I
call her
don't
mom.
like that. Because like all I want to do there is like when I see people in like distress, all I want to do is go hug them and solve all their problems. So like as a human being like that, it just melts me away to see that. And then knowing that coward hit her in the back of the head with a skateboard or something, probably like, ugh.
Huh, I never thought about that. That's really specific of you. I thought
I think, no, he did it from like behind. She thought everything was fine because he's a little coward. That guy was a coward.
Oh, he probably no, because I thought they said they found strangulation marks on her neck, so he went up behind her.
You bonk someone on the head with the skateboard, they're not dead. Their eyes are fucked up, and you have to kill them. Then she was like, he tried to kill her from behind with a blunt object.
You watched the whole thing, so you know what you're talking about.
I know a lot about the case.
So how did you watch it? Did you not get sick? Were you like smoking?
Oh, I don't care about that stuff. I just don't like to be when I feel like I can't help somebody. Like I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
You know, but like that's something you have to deal with.
Yes.
You had a lot of forensic file murders last year. It felt like you had the Gabby Petito one, you had the Idaho one, right?
Yeah.
That's not even done yet.
No.
Now they're saying he was a getaway driver and not the actual murderer.
That's why I don't trust it. Like, dude, the media is fucked when it comes to cases, but I think it's like obviously necessary. Like you need it kind of because it makes humans look at themselves.
Last night I Googled how many plane accidents we had in the last 3 years in the month of January. Because right now it seems like all the planes are going down. Yeah. We actually had like half of the amount of planes go down last January, last month, than we did 2023, 2024 January. And I'm like, why is the media trying to convince us that planes are not safe right now?
Because they hate Trump.
And they want to say that he like Doge took away all the FAA funding and they're like taking all.
If that's true, that's a low point for that side of the aisle. That I would say is like it would be more revitalizing for the other side of the aisle to hear if they're at that low point.
Granted, like, you know,
planes are crashing too much. We need to address that.
What's happened in Philadelphia, what happened in DC, like, okay.
It's commercial ones I'm concerned.
Toronto, where it went on its like flipped upside down. That was so crazy.
There are 3 women pilots in that story.
But again,
that's a horrible look for like
the Black Hawk pilot that went down when it like hit the. Yeah, you're right. Women pilots.
No. In the Toronto, I think there were 3 pilots, and all 3 of them were female.
John, this is the same energy you brought when you said you would never go on Grindr, and now all the women that are not flying
okay. I mentioned this to Carmen. I was like, at the end of the day, like that's so shitty for women. Like you can't have that. Yeah. And then Carmen said, if there were 3 guys, you wouldn't have this conversation. So
are female pilots hot or not?
I want my pilot from Vietnam.
Yeah,
I and white. I'm sorry.
I want my pilot that he spent 20 years at the Navy.
I literally use Pluto TV, and you're able to favorite channels. And one of my favorited channels is Mayday Air Disaster Channel. Yes, they have a channel just for air disaster. Carm has watched every episode of it there is, and I'm getting into it, and it's making me love flying less and less. And that is not hot. I love planes.
When do you go on planes?
When I fly to places. Like I never was afraid as a kid.
Yeah, now I'm like afraid. Like, what the fuck?
I'm not afraid. I'm just like I'm.
You're just prepared to die.
Prepared to die.
Yeah,
which is like you should reserve that for like points in time in life when you are.
Yeah, like do I need this vacation? Am I going to die because I'm going to kill myself if I don't vacation, or am I going to die in this plane? Like, what death would be more torture?
Don't die in a plane crash, John. That's so white person of you.
I saw a plane crash. I saw plane crashes are the new school shootings. Like school shootings for Columbine didn't really happen. But now
Columbine is crazy.
That's a well thought about joke, I think. That someone's taking a lot of risk on. I don't know if it's worth it. I just don't.
I don't know if it's worth it.
I don't know if there's enough laughs in that one.
Did you guys hear that one of Diddy's lawyers dropped doing Diddy? Does that interest you at all?
It does.
And the lawyer that dropped out represented apparently Osama bin Laden and like members of Al Qaeda after 2001. So everyone's like, if you can represent these people but not Diddy, what did Diddy do? Or are you just like really tired?
Just get me to the trial. Like with trials like these, why don't they just expedite them? Like this stuff is so not hot.
Reading to do. They have so much reading to do on everyone's statements. Trials in 2 months. It's coming up fast.
That's a trial that should be on TV. Like something like that is like, I think the OJ trial should be on TV. America made him part of their fucking everyday life. So now his court case is going to be everyday life. And if even that makes a murderer free.
Because if we have to watch his TRL videos for our entire puberty, then you better fucking live stream his court case.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we don't have cameras in federal courtvrooms for some reason. So unless Trump changes that, where we could put cameras.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, they were in a Virginia court and they were live streamed, but
because it was about poop.
That was civil though, wasn't it?
I mean, it was about Adderall and poop. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was about Adderall and poop.
Which, by the way, that ruined Johnny Depp.
No, he's bad. Johnny Depp is bad.
No, he's got way too much Botox, and now he's like too much of a liability. Like I'm sure.
I'm saying in the public eye, he's back. Like he's not a monster.
Caribbean though.
Yeah, that's true. He did get fired. Well, Disney is the biggest bunch of cowards. Like they're ready to fire everybody at every second. So
Disney could do itself a lot of justice by bringing Jack Sparrow back. Bring back Jack Sparrow.
Got fired. She got fired from Disney.
That's
a big news for insider KMS people. Justin will be very happy about that.
Another Kennedy, by the way. She's
an actual Kennedy, right?
She's an actual Kennedy. Yeah. Hold on, we gotta get her actual name.
That's kind of crazy.
Again,
like, you just have that name and you just become the CEO of Disney.
Yeah, you're the problem. Is Disney hot or not?
Oh, definitely.
Not hot right now.
No, never hot. I've hated Disney.
No, Disney was hot. No. Shut the fuck up. Disney was hot. You watch your mouth.
Disney was never hot.
Very hot.
Lizzie McGuire, Lindsay Lohan, Selena Gomez, Hannah Montana.
Disney being hot is why Diddy's going to jail. Let's all remember.
Wow, that's a false equivalence. Fuck you.
It is
relevant. I think that's
relevant. It is relevant. Nickelodeon was hot without having to. Well, other than apparently Dan Schneider, rubbing people's feet.
Nickelodeon is always disturbing. Disney hides it way better.
Nickelodeon made the impression they were about to be disturbing, though. Disney is some caked up kid who goes and chokes kittens. That's what Disney is.
Is it?
At least Nickelodeon tells you to your face, like, yeah, I have ADD and I'm kind of fucked up. And
here's slime on my mom's face. So
there's like peanut butter and jelly.
Tommy's stepdad loved watching Nickelodeon slime.
I love Nick. I got slimed.
Did you?
I don't care if my parents like white privileged me to the point where I got slimed. I got it. I legit got there, and I was
like they paid for you to go to Orlando and get slimed.
Like, I don't know if down to the point where getting picked to get slimed was pre-negotiated. I have a big like in my life. One time I got a Pokemon pack of cards that my mom gave me, and it had like 3 like a Charizard, a Venusaur, and like 3 holographic cards in it. And I was like, this is like a stuffed deck. Like, did my mom pay somebody to get this deck?
So
I swear, I have this theory a lot in my life.
So your parents are paying for So your parents are paying for VIP trips to Universal.
I don't even know. I don't know. It
sounds like
it could have been lied to. I could have been lied to, and you would never know. That's what I fear in life. That's what I fear.
And now you just spend your life making everyone else feel like every day is a day at Nickelodeon Studios, Orlando, Florida.
That's true.
That is you. That's great.
I'm a Nick kid. I hated Disney. Like, I love Disney movies. Don't get me wrong. Disney, the television channel, Disney, the company, the organization. I hate the mouse. I hate their cartoons sucked, and that's what they were built on.
Bullshit. Their cartoons.
Their amusement park is a fucking lie. That fucking the screen they show with Disney with the castle, it looks nothing like that. Nothing. And it's not half the size. And when you get there, I'll tell you what I didn't feel was real magic. And that's gonna hurt their fucking business plan, I would say.
Disneyland and Disney World, 2 wildly different things.
I was at the fucking right one. I didn't get the word wrong. It was close to Nickelodeon, so I know it was the right one.
So you were in Disney World.
No, why? Because Nickelodeon was like, no, we're gonna put ourselves right on Disney's fucking front seat.
Disneyland is in LA, and then Disney World is in Orlando, and they have like their own set of laws like outside of the state of Florida or something crazy like that.
Yeah, that's like the Vatican.
They are the Vatican. Disney World is the Vatican.
The Vatican is
false idols in America, people. That is like the original Kim Kardashian house is Cinderella's castle.
Oh,
bullshit.
I missed that whole thing, but I could tell by the tone of it, it meant something. So I don't know what it was, but I wish. But don't say it again, because I feel like it'll lose value. It'll definitely lose value for the people who said it. And that all sounded sarcastic, and it didn't mean it to be.
No, you're killing it, babe. Don't doubt yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. I literally, for a second there, thought I wasn't everything I thought I am. Want to hit a video, or do you want to talk about people's outfits?
Both.
Both.
Okay.
Video first, then outfits.
I got you.
What? I hate you so much. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why?
That's kind of hot.
That's so inventive.
Cocaine in the toupee.
I'm so mad at you.
So hot, dude. Dude, if someone came up to me and was like, "Listen, I know how to smuggle drugs better," and they pulled that move.
Cocaine in a toupee.
Smuggling cocaine is always.
That's what that was.
That was cocaine. Yeah. That was cocaine in the toupee.
What did you think? They were cutting his head open?
Yeah, I thought he had like
adorable that you think that's what brain looks like.
Oh, that clip is amazing.
Everyone's brain doesn't look like pounds of cocaine.
Oh my god.
What do I have?
But I feel like how you really have to flatten out that cocaine part. If it's rocky,
dude, nothing gets the brain juices flowing like smuggling drugs, man.
I invented how you get that by.
I invented, and I would argue if I was more popular, I would ruin this take, but I invented how I get pills across is you take sweatpants and cut the string and then like hollow, like you make it like a hollow tube and then you just slide them in.
So smart.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I go through
Very
TSA, they make me take my hair down. Like if it's in a bun, they want to like search it for threads. I love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That means you have awesome hair. I love girls with super curly hair. I think that's the best, that they have to do things actively to be like, I want straight hair. Like, I think that's such a good problem, adorable problem to have every day.
Pills in your sweatpants, like hip holder.
How did I get them in?
No, did you do that for real?
I've done it. Yeah, I was in New York City having to fly to Florida to go to St. Leo University, and I had 30 Adderalls, and I needed to get them there. And Mike Joyce, instead of figuring out a way to take all his Xanax down there, he took them all. He took 32 Xanax.
Keep in his mouth, in his stomach?
His mouth, into his brain, into his soul. And for the next 4 days, he was our problem. At one point, I woke up in the middle of the night, all drunk and shit, laying on a floor, and all I see is him laying on the ground, and there's a dog grabbed onto the back of his leg, just going, "Arr, arr." I was just like, get me out of this state. I was like, get me home.
Did you get those 30 Adderalls from me?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was during college. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And, yeah, legit. I probably did. You were Sal. Sal, who was prescribed 4 of them a day.
So bad. Yeah, so
The
bad.
best about going to our college was it was all New York and New Jersey people, and no one had more fucked up doctors growing up than New York and New Jersey people because they were all had like 330s a day. And I was like, do you have health problems? Like you were a kid coming into college. Yeah. Great.
So Joyce really swallowed 30-something Xanax?
He was a zombie for 3 straight days. Like on our way home, we got a limo from the place we were at, right? And the limo driver had to pull over 4 times.
Outside of the, like before you go in the airport, there's a few garbage cans. Like why would it?
No, don't worry. He spent at least 15, 20 minutes at that garbage can. One of many 15 to 20 minute puking ventures on the ride from the house to the airport. He puked 3 times, and then we got there and he was puking into a garbage can. The limo driver's like, dog, I'm out. I'm leaving here.
Throw them out instead of putting them in his body.
That's what I would say.
His recovery is such a miracle. Like his
recovery is a miracle. He's the head strength and training coach for a NHL team now. Like he won a Stanley Cup last year. Like he got a day with the Stanley Cup.
Used to be like a fucking like crackhead.
Yeah. Wait, who?
Anyone that does like CrossFit.
Well, I think well, like Tommy said at the beginning of the show, waking up at 4 a.m. and people like that's just a different breed of people. They're just assholes.
No, we're not. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We definitely are.
Anyone who goes to a gym's an asshole.
Anyone that wakes up at 4:30 in the morning to like have like that, like, what are you doing?
Like it's cool to be up at 4:30 in the morning. I'll never argue that.
No, but again, you got to remember the hours that I work. Like my days
who wake up at that time are nerds. They're nerds. You gotta get.
For sure, nerds.
You can't. I had to wake up that early when I worked for Red Bull, and I was a coal miner, dude. I went to work when it was dark, and I got out when it was dark.
Love it. It's the best. There's nobody on the road.
Seasonal depression just spark up like coal miner hours.
There's nothing better. Like when I was at my peak performance, up at 2, out of the house by 2:30, on the floor by 2:45, 2:45 to 3:15 cardio.
If I ever segmented my life this much, I would have a panic attack. If I ever segmented even a day, like that was a 45-minute fucking time of your day. You had 3 plans.
I would start laughing in the middle of it and just be like, I'm not doing this. I don't know
That's
why.
What I mean.
Yes, I'm not gonna do it.
Sometimes I have to go to the store and I do that. And I'm like, I'm just not gonna go today.
Right.
That's that. Like, let alone have 4 plans before going to the store.
But also, congratulations, Tommy, on being an adult, being mature, wise beyond your years. John and I are just so jealous. That's all.
Yeah, that is true.
No, you just have to force yourself to do it. You just have to force yourself.
Shut up. Shut up.
Love yourself and have respect. Shut the fuck up.
Be better about your fuck off. That's why Kirk hates you. No, it's even worse to have that. While that clip was tough to listen to, no, it's even worse. He feels that same way about me, but doesn't say it. He actually says the opposite and says he likes me. So
yeah, no, he likes you. He likes you.
He doesn't. He hates everything. Like he doesn't want to like me at all. He doesn't.
But
like
I can
me.
still be a fan. Like it's fine. You know.
Yeah. We're all
like I said, never meet your heroes.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. You're so likable. You're so likable. He's just being contrarian.
No, I fully believe in my heart of hearts the man hates me.
Because you're gay or because of your personality?
He puts up with you, which is like more than he'll give the.
I'll give him credit. He says my name. He knows my name. So
that's all that matters.
Say my name. Yeah, that's important, I think.
It is. Oh, 100%.
Love me, hate me, as long as you know my name.
It's very Azealia Banks of you to feel like that. That's how Azealia Banks or not.
My God, that feeling. There goes that feeling.
Azealia Banks hot or not?
I don't even know who that is. Is that hot?
She's hot. She's hot.
Her personality's hot. I love. She's white.
That is definitely hot.
Okay, what are the pictures?
Let's go look at pictures. I have 3 this week. First one, female. Shit, I put them as background.
I know what you're about to show me. I'm just gonna be so mad if it's because I already knew. I can't.
Oh no, it's Mama K and Blind Mike. Mama K getting the worst camera light / this proves everything we're talking about. They don't need to be showing full bodies, especially when Mike's lugging around tree trunks like that. I have an issue with Mike's weight right now. I think he needs to get back on the grind.
Or Ozempic if you don't want to grind.
Or Ozempic. That's for blind people. It's for blind people.
Oh yeah, was anyone mad that I asked him how he got to work?
No.
No.
I mean, that's actually a bit on the show, so don't even worry about it. You think we haven't dove into that fucking mine already?
I thought of that.
Yeah.
You're not hated yet. You're good. Like
there's no more gutting that could be done here.
Mama K, is she nice? Is she like so sweet? Is that why you call her Mama K?
No, she called her. Most people here gave themselves their own nickname.
Yeah.
So is she Southern?
She lives in what I thought was Florida, but I think she lives in Massachusetts.
No, she lives in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Not even near
I
each
thought
other.
she lived in Florida, and we were at the pre-show of a show, and I was like, "How's Florida?" And she's like, "I don't live in Florida." And I was like, "Really? I thought this whole time you lived in Florida."
Do you think she lived in Florida
for years?
Like, her outfits, like what made you think she lived in
always
Florida?
in a pool, and she always takes pictures of leg, like the leg shot.
Yeah, like hot dog.
Yeah, but she does it with the feet in it.
She always puts feet in it too. Yeah.
Oh, so you're not a foot person?
She's an entrepreneur, is what you're telling me.
No.
She sells it for free.
Does it for the art of the game.
Nice. That's really nice.
Are you a foot? So I have a question for you as a girl. If a guy started kissing on your foot, would that bother you?
I would definitely be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I have asked that question before, and I continue to ask that question to this day.
Okay.
I was gonna mosey on into that topic, and I won't. I'm gonna fucking turn around in that bar.
She's a giver. You got to give her credit.
oh, Mama K. I have a picture. They don't do justice by putting people in these situations. Like, look at the camera light reflect. Actually, I think I'm just judging this on I couldn't get a good screenshot of her because her face was covered. And then it made me think
like the sun is glowing on her, and that's really great. That's great.
But it made me think, should we be getting pictures of people that go onto the show? Like, you have to show their face, kind of? No, right?
Who goes on the show besides this group in Minahan?
Like, there's a rotating cast of people that are moving.
Yeah, that go on to Kirk's show.
You'll meet Nick at some point.
Kirk's show.
Yeah, at the Kirk show, there's like 30 people, I would say, that are in and out.
Have you guys either of you ever been on it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's how I came out.
That's how Tommy knew he was gay.
Tommy came. How many times were you on the Kurt show? Just once, and you said you're gay?
He was. Yeah. He literally, the mic turned on. He was like, "I'm fucking gay."
Really? How many times were you on?
No, actually, he wasted about 45 minutes making people hate him, and then he said, "I'm gay." He would have been better off.
I really would have. I can still be living this closeted life today. Like,
yeah, at least people would have called him brave.
What were you talking about that led to you being like, "I'm gay"?
So he brings up, are you gay, bi, or straight? And I like, so it's during this time where he's like doing a producer search and he's trying to find his next producer. And I was looking, like, he was paying a lot of money for his producer. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to take this job. And it's, you know, it's
I was also in this producer search.
John did not out himself though. John did not say he was gay.
And people were able to tell I have kind of gayish tendencies looking, from the appearance.
So I went in way overconfident. I started bombing and I started like internal because my anxiety just came out of nowhere. I just had the worst performance that I've ever had doing like radio or pod. And plus, like, I look up to the guy, like, he's like one of those people like you really want to work with because you grow up listening to him, whatever. So I bombed, and then he asked me if I'm gay, straight, or bi, and I said, why do we have to talk about that? And they latched onto that like a piranha that is not eaten in 3 weeks. And they were able to build a bisexual bridge for about 20 minutes. And then that bridge collapsed and they came to the conclusion, oh my God, he's gay, which my parents were watching at the time. Cause I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to try out for this Kirk Menahan show. I really like the guy. It could be a great, step up in my career. And
that was your first
gay. And then I called my mom on the air with my stepfather while he was still alive. And we got their reaction live. It's a great episode, actually.
Going into that world is not a step up or down. It's diving into a pit and hoping you make it out alive. And people at the end of the day will be like, they'll be like, "Oh, damn, that's something you could be proud of."
That you made it out so profound. Tommy, did you cry afterwards? Yes or no?
Oh, good question.
I did, because my dad's like, "Why'd you hide it from me?" And then I cried because the next day I wasn't used to Kirk hating me. I went on Menners's show actually, and I do this whole expose with myself with Menners, and I was roasted on Kirk's show the next day. It was, I
thought you had a great episode.
I was walking through Pawtucket crying because of how my life was imploding around me.
Really?
Valicenti's in Italy. Okay, which is the guy that I work with in the morning, and he has no idea that I just did this, and I have no idea how he's going to react. If he's like, be like, "Fuck you, what are you doing?" He's like, he's out of here. Dean's always been cool about it. So, Kirk's, saying to everybody how much he hates me. He wants me to drop out of the producer.
That hasn't ended, so I'm happy you were able to cope.
Yeah. And my parents are finding out for the first time, even though like they had an idea, but for their son to come out, instead of like telling them personally, they find out on a Barstool Sports podcast.
Yeah.
That's a lot to put on your own shoulders for a weak little.
Why does Kirk hate you? It can't be because you're gay. Like, why does he hate you?
What I think he actually hates me for, and I've never talked about this before. He sent me a message to do a video for Sacco. And I said no. It was where they
show. That's where they're going to say who won the producer job.
A different show. Okay, it's a different show. Okay.
Yeah, I said no.
I made a video of shooting a guy.
Wait, let this man tell the story.
Your video was good, Kevin from Bristol.
Yeah, everyone hated this one guy, and he owns a store that everyone goes and takes pictures at. So my video was me showing up at the store and him coming out being all happy, and I just took a gun out and shot him, and that was the end of the video. And then the Grand Theft Auto music
marathon of wild Photoshop videos, and I was like, "What the fuck? Is this what you're talking about right now?" When you would do like cheap Photoshop, they were funny, but it was like obviously like cut.
Yes. That's all. That's my whole career.
Like
that's
South Park for John Fry.
Yeah, okay. I make a living on that.
You did. So Kirk is mad at Tommy because Kirk's like, "Hey, post this or pay this or do this," and you said no.
That's what I think he hates me for. I also just think he just hates everything. So, but I am convinced.
Yeah, no, he just doesn't like your face. That's how
he just doesn't like me.
Like he doesn't like my face. No, he doesn't trust me, which is actually worst.
No, I'd rather not be trusted because at least he thinks you're good. I don't think he thinks I'm good.
He doesn't think I'm good. I never said he thought it was good. I just said he doesn't not like my face because I'm a handsome guy. I think I'm handsome.
You're hot. Yeah, I'll give you
Thanks,
that.
Wow.
I just wanted to make that into about me. Yeah, no, Tommy did that. And then I didn't know that you cried.
Oh, I was
like you put yourself into a wild position and then came out as gay. And
did you cry for days or hours?
I didn't feel
crying.
the last time I felt that level of depression, I tried to hang myself with a balloon string.
I love the minute.
When you were of the balloon string, so you were a child then, because you know that's not enough weight.
You try to
Did
hang
it
yourself
snap
with a
when you
balloon
tried to hang yourself?
So I tied it around. So it was at a Halloween school party. So
you were going to be found dead in your school on Halloween. This is actually the Tommy Quinlan podcast. John and I are just happy to fucking be here. Holy shit.
It's a working title.
School on Halloween. You just out-fried John Fry. Like, that is
I don't know what to say.
crazy. Holy shit.
My only joke that I had from that was you thought you weren't gay after trying to hang yourself with a balloon string, but to try girls after that's insane.
It's like the most Winnie the Pooh way to try to kill yourself.
With a balloon string.
You fucking you coward. Well, so
the worst than trying to kill yourself is being on a podcast with 40 listeners talking about how you
40? Are you crazy? One day.
More than I thought, you know.
You lost Ted. No way we're up that high.
Oh no, this episode will get good numbers. I'm good with this.
You think? I think people literally look at our show and they go, ugh, no. And then they hear things we're bringing in and they're like,
hour, they're good. I mean, you guys.
Well, I think it's the most educational show on the net. Like, if you want to go find out some real things about some real people, go watch The Real World People, because this is hot or not. We're going to just sit here and judge.
So Tommy Quinlan was saying that he had never been more depressed than except for the day Kurt made him so upset that he got so depressed he'd never been before, except for the day he tried to kill himself at school on Halloween with the balloon.
Right. That was the last time I felt that level of depression.
And how old were you when you tried to kill yourself at school with a balloon?
13, 12, 13 years old.
And then did it break while you were
balloon string? No. So a girl that I actually really liked when I was that age came up and found me tying the balloon string around my neck. And what I did was, it was like, I didn't do it in like a classroom or something. Like I did it like, it was like in like a hallway. And I tried tying the string to the post. So, yeah.
And then does she still follow you on social media? Are you guys close?
Yeah, she's married with kids now, you know.
You talk.
Hey.
In the middle of that, like a fucking loser, I laughed and I said, I can't believe I'm laughing.
So
right on the scope.
But I tried it twice within a week. So the second time that actually got me into a mental hospital was I tried tying metal fencing around my neck, and I was doing it to get a crowd. So I was like almost screaming out for attention at that point, because everybody knew after the Halloween.
You do something not gay and
what do you mean you were trying to draw a crowd?
Reaching for your body was screaming to you.
Touching you, sweet.
Just grab the ground, Tommy.
Oh my
Go
God.
away with the balloon, Tommy.
Just shoot yourself next time.
Just take a cock, dude. Come on. And then God gave us chat roulette, and it was
my whole life. Yeah.
And then chat roulette. Oh man, I don't know how much better we could get with this show, folks. Maybe we call it quits here. Okay. What are you guys watching before we leave? Any good shows? Ted Lasso is the most beautiful show out there.
Yeah.
I love when I watch a show that makes me only want to watch one episode a night so it lasts longer. When me and Carm watch it, because it's like, that means you get to put the show on and you're in a little happy place. And we're on the last season and it's starting to, I have that depression / anxiety where I can't finish shows. Like I can't, if there's no episodes. Yeah. What are you guys watching?
If you go to History Channel, they got a really good thing on Fort Knox.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like about, not like they just like throw the theories out there of whether or not the gold is there or not. And
Yeah.
yeah,
We're
I like
about
that.
to invade
Cool.
Fort Knox. I like how America has to invade Fort Knox to see if it's actually. I love America. Like we've been guessing for 60 years if there's actually gold, and the thing that the World Bank is held upon.
Yeah, like
American dollar.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So watch that. The History Channel did a real good thing on that. So
okay, that's a good one. There's a good documentary on the Pope too. Speaking of the Vatican being hot, it's on I think Netflix or Hulu. It's the Pope, most powerful man in the world, and they made sure to put the word "man" in that title. I don't know why. It's unnecessary, just like the Catholic Church. Bree, what are you watching, love?
Wow, I'm just watching a lot of Bravo.
Nothing. I don't watch TV.
I'm very busy. I'm taking a statistics class right now at a community college, trying to gain more knowledge. And I also have a weekly column on House and Habit covering all politics and culture. So spend a lot of my time on my phone scrolling the news for all the things and homework.
I appreciate that you're super into news and all that stuff and come here and ask the real questions.
Yeah, I love when I get
Did the girl like talk to you on social media?
Did the balloon string break when you jumped off that tiny stage? I love that you did in the hallway too, for everyone to see you fucking.
Well, so it was upstairs. So it's like somebody had to walk up there at some point. So again, it's a cry out for attention in a way.
I'm happy you looked out for your
I don't want you to keep saying it was a cry for attention as if you didn't have big feelings that weren't being tended to in more appropriate ways. Just because what you did was not was not the guidelines of like sanity doesn't mean that what you did was not okay.
But I agree. I agree. And I'm only using the phrases that my principal used, that the mental health doctor.
Yeah, I think you're handling it very well.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so. I do. It's hard to I think there's a lot of people out there that have tried to do it and don't say it. That's probably more dangerous than having the thought of not. I think that about people who don't come out of the closet too. Like if you're gay and you're afraid to say, I think that's one thing you have to be brave about. Then
I get more therapy. I don't believe in therapy. I get more therapy doing this.
Oh yeah.
And because I can laugh at myself now because my life's not bad. I've got a good life, so I can't complain.
And you just don't have it in your body to pay somebody to talk to.
No,
I
just don't. After my experience as a kid, I don't trust therapists. And nobody, and I found out later in life that I had a learning disability.
Did you get
so all my struggles as a kid growing up and not being, socially acceptable or whatever, and not because I'm gay, because I know people thinking that, so fuck you. But
don't judge me.
Doing bad in school and not being being socially awkward is because I had a learning disability and I didn't find that out.
Too. I done diagnosed dyslexia and my brain can't.
You have a serious thing, John. You have something that's not even in books yet, for sure.
No, yeah, for sure. Actually, okay, so I'll stop blaming my mom.
It's called being from Scranton.
Yeah. I think we do have a little weird gene in us. Scranton people are much different types of people.
Irish Scranton people are a different breed of humans.
They are. I'm telling you. We could go. I used to notice this in college. We could go anywhere, and it's like a Scranton kid could fit in anywhere.
Yeah.
They adapt. They mold.
Yeah. You guys are such weirdos.
Yeah, we are. We're like the new Buddha. What, John? Johnny has a lot to deal with, folks. We need to get the fuck out of here.
I know. We're done.
Great week. We'll do it again next week.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye now.
Bye. Bye.
Cable access. Channel 62 presents
Hot or Not.
Hello.